Levity is also always a necessity. The Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks. I'm going to jump ahead to page 72. Surviving an attack. The siege has commenced. Zombies swarm around your home, instantly attacking but unable to enter. At this point, your worries are far from over. Waiting out a siege does not mean sitting idle. Many tasks will have to be accomplished and repeated for survival in a confined space. Designate one corner of your backyard to serve as a latrine. Most survival manuals will expand on the finer points of construction and disposal. If soil and rain permits, dig a vegetable garden. This ready source of food should be consumed first, saving the canned food for an emergency. Keep it as far away from the latrines as possible to avoid infection, not by waste, but by the residual effects that lime or bleach will have on the soil. For electricity, always resort to the manual bicycle-powered generator. Not only is the gasoline model loud and potentially dangerous, fuel is finite. Use it only under extreme circumstances, such as a night attack, when manual power is unfeasible or impossible to generate. Patrol the wall constantly. If you're in a group, run patrols on a 24-hour basis. Always be vigilant for an unlikely but possible infiltration. If you are alone, limit your patrols to daylight hours. At night, make sure all doors are secure. Windows should be already barred. Sleep with a flashlight and a weapon nearby. Sleep lightly. Maintain a low profile. If you have a basement, do your cooking there, along with your power generation. Any equipment maintenance when you monitor the radio, something should be done every day. Use headphones. Keep blackout curtains on all windows, especially at night. Dispose of all bodies, zombie or human. A corpse is still a corpse. The bacteria in rotting flesh can be a serious health hazard. All bodies within your perimeter should be burned or buried. All bodies outside your wall should be burned. Do this simply. Stand on a ladder outside your wall, pour gasoline on the freshly slain ghoul, light a match, let it fall. Although this may attract more undead to your dwelling, it seems a necessary risk to remove the hazard. Exercise daily. Use of the stationary bicycle, along with calisthenics and dynamic tension, will keep your body fit and strong enough for any combat situation. Again, make sure your regime is quiet. If a basement is not available, use the room in the center of the house. Basic soundproofing, such as mattresses and blankets against walls, will help muffle any sounds. Remain entertained. Despite the need for vigilance, recreation is a must. Make sure you have a large cache of books, games, and other forms of amusement. Electronic games are too noisy and energy inefficient to be considered. In a long and seemingly interminable siege, boredom can lead to paranoia, delusion, and hopelessness. It is important to keep your mind and body in good shape. Keep your earplugs handy and use them often. The constant collective motion of the undead, a sound that will persist for hours on end as the siege continues, can be a deadly form of psychological warfare. People with well-protected, well-supplied homes have been known to kill one another or go insane simply from the incessant moan. Make sure your escape route is planned and your gear ready to go. The uncertainty of battle, it may be necessary to abandon your home. Perhaps the wall has been breached. Perhaps a fire has started. Perhaps rescue has arrived, but it is not close enough. For whatever reason, when it's time to go, keep your survival pack and weapon in a readily accessible area, packed, loaded, and ready for action. Immediate defense. The dead have risen. You smell smoke, you hear sirens, screams and shots fill the air. You have been unable or unwilling to properly prepare your home. What now? Although the situation looks grim, by no means signals your demise. If you take the right actions at the right time, you can save yourself and your family from joining the ranks of the undead.